Alright, so this is super bootleg again, but today I'm going to be talking about Gen Alpha and why the term alpha is really important. Obviously, for those of you that know, alpha is the first word in the Greek alphabet. I think it's actually from Hebrew originally or something, Aleph, that's similar. And then obviously we get A in English today. So alpha is the origin. Alpha is the original point. So this is the first generation to have the youth casually documented for the world to see. We see this happening online. You can find all sorts of accounts where people do small videos or things like that of their child, and they actually create fame off the back of the child. So the brand is the child. So it's amazing how people monetize their child's existence. Even if it's not happening in a consciously materialistic way, we can see this happening. Obviously a big example would be the Rizzler, for anyone that knows who that is. So the influencer dream is now the dream of making it. And your quick social stock increases. You get a quick social stock increase, and that happens in followers. Now, one thing I want to point out is that I'm someone who came from the generation where Instagram started during my youth. So the way in which follower numbers are perceived by kids is very different. I remember when I was young, a common thing would be for adults to say something like, hey, it doesn't matter, I don't get why I care. But these are kids and they haven't lived life without it being something which is valuable. Damn, this focus keeps changing. I've set this up poorly. Anyway, so yeah, the numbers mean a lot to kids and they look at it, you know? They are really influenced by it. Whoever has the most followers really means something to them. As I got older, I realized when I'd interact with people, it didn't matter how many followers they have, they're just a human at the end of the day. And I think all of these combining factors, being accessible to anyone with a phone, it's just created this world where for that next generation, Gen Alpha, they're going to always see the numbers, always see the followers. Like, we have people who are now 3 years old that already have followings of hundreds of thousands of people, and then they're going to go to school. Like, what? You know, it's bizarre. It's a very, very different world, and you can make it. You can make it in a whole new way. It's the get out of jail free. No, not get out of jail free, that's not correct. But it's the get out of poverty, increase of social life. This generation, there's not gonna be the desire for hard work. We already see Gen Z having it less, and that 100% comes from being able to see all these people living all these different lifestyles and doing it throughout conventional means. So then you don't have the guts to pursue something which was traditionally valuable. But I think this group is going to be completely rewired. Gen Z was the end of whatever way humans acted before. This is Gen Alpha now. It's a new generation, new type of people. And I think values and morality are going to be completely different. Because there's nothing to show them that the old ways work. And this generation's also the first generation, maybe the very tail end of Gen Z, but they don't remember anything before the phones and the tablets and being plugged into that digital world. They don't remember anything. We need to keep that in mind. I think a lot of adults forgot, with younger Gen Z people, Gen Alpha, that they grew up without it. But the screen is a permanent in their life. It's probably the first thing they remember is interacting with the screen for a lot of them nowadays. You know? It's crazy. And this is something new, it's a different psychology, and it's the end of an old way of thinking. Anyway, hope this is alright. Thanks.